Jyotsna ma'am, would you like to share a few words?
Okay, so Jyotsna, you're speaking or I'm speaking?
Aditi, over to you.
Thank you. So let me first congratulate all of you for a program which has been conducted so flawlessly. It's just been amazing listening to the whole thing, and I can imagine the amount of work which must have gone in getting all the technology in place. But hats off to your team, Jyotsna. It has gone so beautifully. Your compeers, the two young boys and girls, you were so lovely. You spoke so well. And our dear participants, I don't know what to tell you. You all were all so good. There was so much that I had to learn from you as well. The self-written pieces were so thought-provoking that little young children like you, and you have such sincere, deep thoughts. The topic in itself is very, very prevalent at the moment, and I know that it is running through the minds of everyone. But for you children to be able to put it across in such a beautiful manner was amazing. And it's not easy, coming onto a stage and speaking where you have a live audience in front of you. That's a different game in itself. But when you're speaking on camera, it's that bit difficult because you seem to be addressing no one at that moment. So I truly appreciate every bit that each and every child has put in. It's been a beautiful morning and an afternoon that we have gone through. And thank you, Jyotsna, for inviting me to this. I have had a wonderful time.
Thank you, Aditi. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Miss Peacock, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. I now wish I had spoken first because ma'am said everything that I planned to say. Nevertheless, I'm going to give it. I just want to divide my very, very short address into two parts. Firstly, I would like to thank Ma'am Jyotsna Mahadas, Dr. Mahadas. I want to thank you so much for inviting me. Year after year, I come into this event, and year after year, I go away feeling so uplifted, so blessed. And I just want to thank you for not only calling me, but for calling me so very, very much in advance. Ma'am spoke about how I didn't have to look at my calendar before I said yes. But of course, if you ask me so many months in advance, obviously I will not need to look at my calendar. So I'm truly honored and I'm truly humbled that you asked me year after year. Thank you also for tokens of appreciation which came to me long before the event. In all my years as school teacher and school leader, I've never had that experience. So that is the first one for me. Thank you very much. I want to thank you for the amazing courage you have, Dr. Mahadas, for putting up this thing and calling, 72 children from different parts of India / different parts of the world. This is an amazing exercise, perfectly organized. I can understand doing it on a stage, in an auditorium, in a school. But when you're bringing people together through an online platform, you can imagine what a lot of organization it takes, what a lot of planning. And it was so superbly conducted. So I'm truly honored and blessed to have been here and to have been a participant at this event. And I want to say that this kind of thing does not happen just like that. It cannot happen. You have to plan, you have to work, you have to organize, you gather your team. To put up this one day's event, you must have worked for a long time and so much that has gone behind it. So thank you very much and full marks to you for this wonderful event this morning and afternoon, as ma'am said. When I told people that there were 72 speakers, they laughed at me. They said, please take your food and your bedding and your biscuits and your water. No. It went on oiled wheels. There was no need for food or bedding or biscuits or water or anything. It's unbelievable. And for that, hats off to you, Jyotsna. Hats off to you. Then, I want to speak to the children. Like ma'am said, your pieces were very good. You ranged from Lewis Carroll to Shakespeare to Maya Angelou to self-written pieces to Dylan Thomas, and then you added on something. Most of your pieces were very thought-provoking. Some of them were hackneyed and oft repeated. Nevertheless, the power of poetry stands good all the time. See, that is what makes poetry so special. It can be used in context, it can be used out of context, and it never fails to uplift. So, congratulations to every one of you who participated. I think I can take the liberty of speaking on behalf of my fellow judge who will agree with me when I say it was very difficult to judge. It's just not fair. It's just not fair. When you total up the scores, you'll find that there are points difference between the first one and probably the 30th one. There'll be 2 or 3 marks difference.